Hey, what's up? Check this out. I've got a really cool spooky Halloween treat I'm going to show you how to make, and it takes just a few simple ingredients. Check this out. Alright, so I've got a package of Jiffy Mix, pizza crust mix. This was less than $1.50 at the store. I got these two really cool cans of Color Mist food color spray that are non-flavor from the Dollar Tree for $1 a piece. Then I got these candy eyeballs at the Dollar Tree too. I've got a little bit of dry seasonings here. This is rosemary, salt, sugar, garlic, and onion. I like adding this to my bread mixes because it makes them taste way better. And we've got a little bit of warm water and some pretzel salt. So, let's get into this. Alright, so we're going to start by preheating our oven to 400 degrees. And then we're going to take and pour our dry mixes all together in a bowl. The next step is we're going to combine water with our dry ingredients. And then we're just going to pour this right out on the counter. I like to wear gloves when doing this, that way it doesn't get all over my fingers. So, we're just going to knead this out. Then once your dough ball is kneaded, you want to cut this into 7 identical pieces the best you can. Take 4 of these dough balls that you have from the 7 pieces you cut and roll them into long strands. Alright, once you got your 4 strands, what you want to do is take and connect them all at one point at the very tip. And then what we're going to do is spread these out just a little bit. I like rusty spoons. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold the center 2 over each other like this. And then we're going to go over 2, over 1. Get that kind of tight. And over 2, over 1. We're going to keep doing that pattern until we get to the end here. Alright, take another one of the first 7 dough balls you have and cut just a little bit right off the edge like that. What you want to do is cut that directly in half. Make 2 spheres out of the pieces you cut right here. And then turn this back into a sphere. Alright, then what you want to do is take that sphere, put it right up against that, like that right there, and take the other 2 circles, poke them right on the side, just like that. Just kind of squish it right on there. Alright, for another one of the 7 dough balls, you're going to cut this into 4 pieces, as even as you can. Then what we're going to do is we're going to roll these out into strands. Alright, then once you got your strands, what you want to do is lay them out onto your baking tray here. Put like a 90-degree angle in them, and at one end, just kind of press the dough flat, just like that. Alright, for your last dough ball, you want to cut that directly in half. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a rolling pin and we're going to roll these out. Alright, and so what you should have when you flatten these out in your baking tray is you should try and keep them a little bit like almond shaped, like eyeball shaped, with a little flange on the very end right here. Next, what we're going to do, and this is optional, I like to coat mine in pretzel salt, but you need to cover this in vegetable oil or some other kind of oil. That way the bread and dough browns up instead of stays the same color. So I like to just put a little bit of oil on my gloves. I like to just run my hand across what I'm making and make any adjustments on how I want it to look or how I want it to be as I'm doing this step. Then you just want to pop it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Alright, and it should come out a little bit something like this. And we'll let this sit and cool for a minute. We'll be right back with you. Alright, so now what I've done here is I've taken and laid 2 spoons over top of the eyeball spots, and I've got the green food colorings because I want the head to be bright green. So we're just going to spray the crap out of that. Wow, this is vibrant. This is nice stuff. It doesn't actually have a flavor to it. And then I want in the end the body to be a black color, so I'm going to do both red and green on it. Alright, then what we're going to do is take the red spray, and I'm going to get his eyes. Hopefully just his eyes, best I can. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make incisions for his wings and his legs. And I'm going to leave these as colored. So the wings, we're just going to go like this. We're going to stick right on the back, shoulders, and haunches. So we're just going to make an incision somewhere like here into the bread. Just a little bit out. And then we're going to gently insert. We don't want to break the head away from the body. We're just going to gently insert the wing and put it at as best an angle as can be. Alright, then you can use a knife or something else. I've got a little knife sharpener thing here that's rounded. I'm just going to poke 4 holes within its body here to insert the legs. Alright, so now we're on to the last part, the eyeballs. Now, I found that using 2 circular eyes make this guy look like a chameleon, or like Herbie the love bug. So I don't want to do that. So we made angry eyes, kind of. Now I also found if I put them like this, kind of makes them like a frog or like from Cars. So angry eyes are where it's at, I think. Kind of still make him look like a bug. So what we're going to do, let's take a lighter and heat up the back of these. We cut these a little bit to make them fit. Just going to heat it up till it starts to bubble and stick it right on the front of the bread and let it sit for a second till it cools. And once cool, it should stick. Just like that. And in the end, what you should have is a pretty cool little bug like this, made entirely out of edible bread. This goes really good with some olive oil and salt. Try it out. Thanks for watching.